Well, if it's Tuesday, and it is,
We're back in the attic.
we're back in the attic, and as you can see, we're not up in the attic. We're in the office,
The edit room.
the other room, the edit room. and
The
so
other
on.
edit room.
We were put on to a really fun collectible. I knew about these collectibles, but I had no idea the depth. But Hallmark Christmas ornaments, and you see them at Walmart, and you see them all over the place, and every single year they must come out with 100 new ones.
Oh, at least.
And all these different themes, all kinds of Disney-ania, every one of the Disney
Collectibles.
princesses and Mickey Mouses and just everything. You name
Yes.
it, they've done it. But I didn't know that they, for years, have been reproducing Lionel Trains
Imagine that.
as ornaments.
Oh, cool.
And didn't know that. But they released 3 for this year that are Lionel Trains, and one of them is the Lionel version of Union Pacific's M10000, the streamline train.
Oh, my goodness.
And oh my heck, one of my favorites, I've got this in HO in brass from AHM, River All Sea, and so on and so forth. But this is the scale on these things, I'm guessing to be just less than N,
Yes.
not a whole lot less than N, but makes them nice and small. And they've done the 3 cars. This train originally just had 3 cars, and then later on the Union Pacific added a 4th. And it was really more of a demonstrator train. And then later on they came out with their streamlined city trains, the City of Los Angeles and so on,
Nice.
that looked quite similar. This was the City of Salina, M10000, and there was only the one of them. And originally it was just these 3 cars. One of the things that Lionel had to do, because the original train was articulated, and so it only had a single truck between the cars. Well, how do you do that? Well, with an HO model, there's no couplers. The truck holds it together.
Oh.
And so Lionel came up with this really weird system of putting kind of a barrel between the cars and letting that take the place of the articulation. So since they're reproducing the Lionel train, not the original train, they put the barrel in there, and there's no coupler, but up inside here is a neodymium magnet.
Oh, look at that.
So you just stick it in, and the magnet grabs it and holds it together.
Oh, my goodness.
And then each
Check
car
that
has
out.
one axle, and that's supposed to approximate the look of having a single wheel truck between the two, and that's really close to how Lionel solved
That
the
is
problem.
neat.
Now, I can't imagine actually hanging this guy
No.
on the Christmas tree. It's got a little eyelet, and I'm half tempted to unscrew the eyelet because I think it'd look better without it.
Right.
But it still looks really neat,
Oh, that's neat.
and it's a little pricey. The individual cars are like $15, so by the time you buy all 3, but it's not
That's not
that's
terribly
not too
bad.
hideous
no.
at all.
And they're very detailed also.
Really detailed, super heavy cast metal, beautiful, beautiful paintwork and decal work. So that's really neat. That was one of this year's. And in years past, they've done all kinds of different trains.
Right.
Look at all these different trains that they've done. We only bought the ones from this year because
Right.
those are the ones that are readily available.
Right.
But of course, everything's available on eBay.
That's true.
so.
Don't we know?
you can find the previous years too. This was another one of this year's. Our friend Greg put us onto this, and
Yes.
this is the one that he sent the picture of because he knew that I was a fiend for Union Pacific turbines.
Oh, my word.
And here we have a Veranda turbine, number 71,
Oh, my goodness.
and look how beautiful.
Look at the railing and
it's got
everything.
the tender. They sell these pieces separate, or you can buy one together. And then they did a car as well. What they'll do quite often with their sets is they do the locomotive, the tender, and one car. Well, if I'd have been doing that, I'd have done a CA9.
Oh, okay.
The appropriate caboose.
Yes.
They did a cattle car.
A cattle car?
A Union Pacific cattle car, which they call the Veranda Cattle Car. And I'm going to the Veranda because it's paired up with the Veranda locomotive. Whatever. Clearly, the people at Hallmark aren't trained people.
No.
I don't think they'd have picked a cattle car to go with the turbine.
No.
I didn't buy the cattle car, bought the turbine, bought the tender. But it's really nice. Again, heavy metal, beautiful paint job, and so on. And this year they did the Polar Express.
Ooh.
And the Polar Express is way cheaper than the other ones because it's just a lightweight plastic. And they sell the whole thing in one lot. You buy a box that has all 3 pieces, the locomotive,
Oh, man.
one car, which is the observation car, and the tender. Again, most of their sets are a locomotive, a tender, and one car, except for some of their diesels, which might be 2 cars.
Yes.
Something sort of like the M10,000. But really the M10,000, you can't even say that it has a locomotive. It does. The lead engine has a diesel engine in it, and then there's traction motors, I think, the whole length of the train. I'm not sure how they work that. But
Wow.
anyway, there we have
That's
the
just
Polar
stinking cute.
Express. Is that now? This is smaller as well as lightweight plastic.
Yes.
$20 for the whole set.
Wow.
So it's a little cheaper, but this is down, I think, even a little under Z scale if we wanted to put it into train.
Right.
But the wheels go around. The side rods don't go with them, but the wheels go around. So it's still a pretty neat little unit. And they've been doing this now since the 90s. I don't know. News to me. So if you wanted to get into collecting hallmarks, you could get into collecting any number of different hallmarks. But I guess every year they do like
Not enough.
3 trains.
Wow.
So we bought all 3 trains this year.
It'd be nice if they came out with a big boy for this next Christmas.
That would be most appropriate.
Wouldn't it, though?
Maybe somebody's putting them on to that.
You never know.
Except if Lionel didn't do it, then they're not going to do it. I know that there's 3-rail O-scale big boys around,
Yes.
but I don't know if Lionel back in the day, classic Lionel, ever did that. They do it now,
Yes.
but I don't know if they did it back then.
Back
I don't
then.
know if Hallmark would want it. Anyway, that's up to
You
them.
never know.
But that'd be awesome.
That would be really
That'd
cool.
That'd be awesome. Well, if you haven't been over to the channel, pop on over to the channel. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe because it helps us out. It helps Google figure out who's watching what. But most importantly, it makes you cool. And the easy way to subscribe is to click the blue button. You ready? Zoink. Blue button right there.
Yes.
It says subscribe.
Yes.
It makes you a subscriber. Well, we're not sure how you found this movie on the internet. We hope you didn't find it boring. And we will see you here on Sunday with the regular show. See ya.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.